Burrow and Jamar Chase, RC.
Hey, AJ Terrell, CJ Henderson, all y'all seen this before. It's another time that these two boys, Burrow and Chase, are balling for Jungle Cats. And it was down the sideline on Rashard Breeland. It was the post corner early on in the game for the first catch. Jamar Chase, like Joe Burrow said, I thought y'all said he couldn't catch nothing.
The LSU in here today. Oh, man. Tua and Waddle. I love this reunion, Laura, and I love the way they used Waddle different ways, horizontally and vertically. There you saw in the touchdown, just motioned in, had him go out into the flat, boom, touchdown. After that, they had him on the deep ball. It was Tua's longest completion on the night. I think it was about 40 yards today, 40 yards. This is what Waddle should be used for. He is a threat to stretch the field both horizontally and vertically. Incredible for Tua.
Hurts to Smith. Touchdown. Listen, this is going to be a dynamic duo, and it's really predicated on Sirianni, and I got to give him a lot of credit about how he's getting these guys open. But everybody talks about Devonta Smith and him not being able to get off the press, and he's little and all of that. You can't touch him. And when you can't touch him and he get on your level, he's going to run past you. Jalen Hurts got him one.
By the way, that touchdown was right where he scored the game-winning touchdown in the national championship just a few years ago for Alabama. That's pretty cool. For more on Jalen Hurts, let's go to Dan. They're talking about the Alabama connection, but it could be more about his time in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, I think the Philadelphia Eagles run game on Sunday looked a lot like the Oklahoma run game from 2 years ago with Jalen Hurts. It's not only zone reads and RPOs. What they did is put them both together in one and attack the different defenders. Now, it's simple math for Jalen Hurts. 1, 2, 3 up top for his offense, and the defense is going to match with two guys. Well, I got 3, you got 2. Now, this is a very simple concept. We'll see this in high school. These guys are going to go block. Okay, you guys go block, and this guy's going to have the bubble. Now, they're going to unblock this backside defensive end. Jalen Hurts doesn't even need to read him. Because he's got that 3-over-2, he gets the opportunity to just kick out that bubble. This is a catch and throw. Now, if the defense had walked the guy down here, because the offensive line is going exactly to there, Jalen would just read that defender, but he doesn't have to because the numbers advantage. You're going to kick this bubble out there. That's a zone read and an RPO on the same play. Easy first down. Now, the second thing, how can we gain a little bit of a numbers advantage if we want to run a different version of an or zone read? Well, Arcega Whiteside, you got to block that drop down corner, and we're going to pull this backside tight end as a lead blocker. Now, Jalen Hurts, our offensive line, is going to go to the front side defensive end. You read that linebacker, okay, as you give that handoff. If that linebacker widens, give that ball up inside to Miles Sanders. And if he steps down, watch him come all the way around Jalen Hurts. You're going to get 2 lead blockers. The zone read, there it is. That linebacker steps down inside. You're shut down. You're shut down, and now I got a lead blocker with an athlete on the perimeter. Another zone read for this offense. Now you're going to watch Jason Kelsey as the center right here, pull around and block that linebacker. He's actually going to fold back with the sweet feet and block that linebacker. You're getting a down block by the guard. The routes front side are a seam route and a seam route. This is, again, an RPO built in with the zone read. Jalen Hurts, you read that linebacker. It's, again, simple. If he widens, let's hand the ball off. Watch what it does when you have an athletic quarterback that can do that. Look at this linebacker. RC, look at him running that way. He's like, uh-oh, what do I do? Jalen Hurts is staring at him like, say, bud, you are completely wrong. Look at this space right now in their run game. Miles Sanders has got 8 yards of space before anyone's even remotely close to him, and it's an easy 7-8 yard gain on 2nd and 10. So Jalen Hurts 2 years ago at Oklahoma, when it comes to zone read and RPO combinations, 2nd most yardage, 3rd most use. Sunday, 13 times for 93 yards. Both led the league in usage and yards. The Philadelphia Eagles look a lot like Oklahoma.
Whoa, that performance has sparked a lot of hope in the Eagles season. Some shakeups in the NFC West. Great stuff, Dan. According to our FBI, entering week 1, the Cowboys had the best chance to win the division, followed by the Washington football team and the Giants. After week 1, the Eagles more than doubled their chance as the only winner in the division. So, man, 1 week, and look what happens. But, RC, specifically about Jalen Hurts, what did you take away from his performance? So many people doubted him. So many people say, even Eagles fans themselves, saying he's not going to be able to do it. And then you saw what he put out.
This is the most competent quarterback play the Philadelphia Eagles have had in 2 years, maybe 3. When you look at the total control that Jalen Hurts had over this offense, that's the reason he's there.
100%.
But the other problem I have if that's all you've ever seen from Jalen Hurts when he's the quarterback at Alabama. Everyone in that locker room followed him, and he always did the things that he needed to do for his team to win football games. It was the same exact thing at Oklahoma, and now we see it week 1. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, they were playing the Atlanta Falcons. The Dirty Birds are more sad than they are dirty. But I'm going to tell you this. Everybody in that locker room gets paid money to play professional football, and Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field this weekend. And you heard what Dan said about Nick Sirianni, and that is true. If that continues, we can see a lot of success for this young quarterback.
Dan's like lurking in the shadows over there, but he's going to pop out. And
he'll start singing at some point.
Oh, no.
Following on that, I was impressed by Hurts. I was really impressed by Nick Sirianni as well. 2 things jumped out to me in this game. He went for on 4th down twice. They didn't convert either of them, but I went back and watched this morning. They were both good plays. On the first one, Hurts bailed on the pocket. He had the tight end. On the second one, it was a Gainwell run, a little bit of awkwardness in the handoff, but he had it if he had wanted it. It was at the Atlanta 20. The other thing that impressed me at the end of half, they had the 2-minute drill. He had all his timeouts. He had managed the game correctly. They go down and score. Atlanta has the illegal formation. He got the 2-point play ready. Miles Sanders, Valley. And here's what I love about that. It's not even about the model. Everyone's saying, oh, Mina, you're a nerd. You always like it when they go for it. I like it that he's aggressive and confident, and he knows what kind of team he has, which is a team with a dominant offensive line and a dominant run game. And that is a team that should be going for it and should be going for 2. Think about Nick Sirianni's press conference and how much flack he got for his lack of confidence. That is not what I saw from the head coach in this game. He was confident.
Yeah, we all like it when they go for it. I don't even care what they have on their team. When you think about this division, Marcus, we talked about what FPI is looking at after week 1. Stop.
Okay.
You know why she's laughing? Because your Cowboys is getting closer, and then she know you're getting nervous.
All right, come on.
Yeah, so
Come on, elbow.
do you look at the NFC East any differently than you were before, after seeing what the Eagles did, after seeing what Washington did, and after seeing what your Cowboys did?
Hell no. Okay. Listen, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm a little nervous about the Eagles. I got to be honest. Man. Listen, I still believe the Cowboys offensively are head and shoulders above everybody, especially once they get fully healthy. Like, they played that game against Tampa. I take that into consideration. Tampa's defense is as good as it's going to get in the NFL this year, even though, and they carved this secondary up that had some injuries. I'm not oblivious to that. But up front, I was impressed with how they did without Zach Martin being in that offensive line. Able to keep Dak clean, and then at times when Dak was pressured or hit, he stood in the pocket and his receivers uncovered and created space.
I feel a lot of hate.
Dan has entered the chat.
Wandered back in.
Let me just finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Finish. Yep.
Okay. But Philly, dude, it really makes me more nervous based on week 1. I'm not talking. We ain't got the whole sample size of a season. Based on week 1. Because Sirianni is using 53 in the third. And in case nobody know what that means, that's the entire width of the field. Okay? And when I watch them play Atlanta, the bind that you're being put in with Jalen Hurts is more impressive than what I saw from Washington football team. We know it's more impressive than what we saw from the New York Giants.
I hear it. His voice is going up.
Listen, I'm admitting on this show right now.
I think
I'm nervous.
But also too, you guys mentioning the head coach and the play calling. Here's what I'll say. I was also harsh on him about the press conference because I feel like presence is an extremely huge thing. His presence on the sideline was huge. His shadow was big. His aura was an aura that made you feel like you could win. And that's important for a young quarterback.
That's what matters. I'm glad you just got to witness all this.
The Eagles have the best lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They're the only team in the division that can play 11-on-11 football, and no one can match up in man coverage consistently against
But you had the Washington football team being the best team.
Coming up next on NFL Live, you guys can do this in the break. Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen put on a clinic on Sunday. Someone here